Hello, welcome to Flint Ag and Turf. My name is Andrew Pollard. What's your name?
My name is Nikki.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Where are you coming from today?
I'm coming from Covington, Georgia.
Okay, I also live in Covington. My grandmother lives in Covington. Most of my family live in Covington. My grandmother lives over next to Turner Lake. Do you know where that's at?
I do actually. Both my girls play softball over there.
Oh, awesome. Okay, so did my two girls. What age group did they play in?
So one's in 10U and one's in 6U.
Okay, I also have a daughter that's in 6U, so we've probably been at the same ball game before and probably didn't even know it.
I'm sure we're there all the time.
Yeah, same for us. Would you like to have a seat? Let's kind of talk about what brings you in today.
I'm sure that'd be great.
Awesome. So like I said, my name is Andrew Pollard, and Nikki, it's nice to meet you. So can you tell me a little bit about what you're looking for today?
Yes, I actually just inherited some land from my grandfather.
Okay.
It's about 75 acres.
Okay.
It's just been unattended for the past few years, and there's a bunch of brush that's grown up. But my plan is to try to clean up that land and plant some food plots.
Okay.
And hopefully rent it as a hunting lease.
Gotcha. Awesome. Okay. All right. About how long has that the acreage been unattended?
It's probably been close to 10 to 15 years.
Okay. All right. So a good bit. Probably got some high brush on that on that land. Okay. And you talked about wanting to do a hunting lease. What are you wanting to hunt on the property?
So definitely deer.
Okay.
Maybe some quail and turkeys.
Okay. Awesome. Great. I love me some turkey hunting. Okay, so it looks like we got some pretty good information here. Just a couple of things before we kind of get started on our products. Do you have any equipment at the moment that you're using, or is there anything specific that you're looking for your property?
We have some old John Deere tractors from my grandfather, but they're in really rough shape, run down, and I don't know that they'll do us any good, so we're just looking to get something new.
Okay, awesome. So you mentioned John Deere. That's some of the equipment that we sell. Would you be interested in kind of staying towards that?
I think so, just because we have had personally used it before.
Yeah. Okay, great. Okay, so let's look at the John Deeres that we have for our store. Okay, what we have available. So we're definitely looking for tractors, and so you're definitely going to need something for that brush to be able to get that brush. I would say that that's probably what we need to start with, is trying to get the land usable so that we can start putting food plots, and we can start doing that hunting lease. And so we'll start with the brush first, and we're going to look at maybe some of these specialty tractors here. We do have some high crops tractors, which have, the larger tires so that you can clear the crops. So if we were doing quail, turkey, deer, we would do maybe corn or hay or something like that, so that the animals would hide in it and whatnot. So we do have some options with that, and I would recommend for your tractor. Can you operate a manual tractor, or are you looking for maybe something automatic, or?
I don't know how to drive a stick.
Okay.
So it would have to probably be manual.
Okay, awesome. Okay. So this actual tractor, the 6155 RH, actually has a hydrostatic transmission on it, and has several options for the transmission. But this would be a little bit easier to drive. And that's what you see common most days now, is hydrostatic, just because of the ease. And you don't have any jumping or anything like that with those tractors. So we'll probably kind of stick with that. And so really what we got to decide is, if we want to do that, if we want to go and start that high base tractor. That way you have that. But we also have these other tractors that have smaller wheels on them. Doesn't necessarily mean that you can't still do those crops. It'll just be a little bit harder to be able to drive over those. So would you be interested in the larger high wheel, or would you be interested in the smaller?
I think the larger, just because of how high the brush is, I think that's gonna work.
Okay, so we'll definitely write down that model number and we'll come back and talk about price for that.
Okay.
But let's go ahead and look at some rotary cutters for you, because that's definitely the next piece of equipment that you're probably going to need to get that land in the best shape that you can get it in, okay? So we'll go back to agriculture and we're going to go to cutters and shredders. So one of the things that I really need to ask you about is 75 acres is a lot of land, and so that's going to take up a lot of time to be able to cut all that brush. So how important is it to you as far as your time is concerned?
It's very important. The less time put in, the better. Between work and the kids, I don't have a lot of extra time.
Right.
So, definitely something that's gonna take the less amount.
Okay, I got you. So if we look at the cutters, we're probably definitely going to go with the plus size model, because that's going to take time off of your cutting, and it's going to keep you keep up some free time in your life so that you're not spending so much time cutting, and you could probably do it within a weekend if you have this type of cutter. So writing down, we got the CX20 base. This is a four propeller type of cutter, and so it has four larger, more durable gear cases, and then it does have a hydraulic heightening leveling system, so it'll cut everything to level. And then you talked about the brush was pretty high. So one of the things is that the cutting width of this is 20 feet. So that's gonna cut down your cutting time a whole lot. But also, if you look at the height as well, you can cut up to 16 inches of brush, which is a lot. Okay. So this will definitely minimize your cutting time. And not only that, when we go back to that tractor, the 6155 RH, you actually have air conditioning in that tractor, so it will, cut down on fatigue a little bit, and you won't be in the hot sun, and so it'll kind of be a little bit more enjoyable to ride in that tractor. So do you have any objections to any of the things that we talked about with the high wheelbase 6155 or the CX20 base cutter by chance?
I don't think so. I think that sounds perfect for the size of the job that we have and the height of the brush.
Okay.
I think that would work perfect.
Awesome. Okay, so let's draw you up a little sales sheet. And what's great is we actually have a special going on. If you're buying a tractor, you actually get 10% off on your rotary cutter for what you for when you buy it. And like I said, we do offer financing. So we got the 6155 RH tractor. Okay, and that's a John Deere, and then it'll be a hydrostatic as well. And so the price for that is going to be around $30,000.
Okay.
Okay, and then your rotary cutter, along with that, which is the CX20, is going to be $10,000.
Okay.
Okay, but then we're going to apply your 10% discount for that because you're purchasing a tractor as well. And so your total is going to come out to be about this amount. So is that something that you'd be interested in trying to do today?
I think so. We could set it up on some financing.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely doable.
Awesome. Okay. Well, if you don't mind, can I get your contact information here? And we'll go ahead and get this written up for you, and we can kind of talk through our credit line about getting you set up on some financing.
Sure.
Okay. Okay. Great. Thank you. And like I said, my name is Andrew Pollard, and I'll be in contact within the day. And so here is my business card.
Okay.
And if you ever have any questions or anything, I'll be more than happy to help you with them.
Well, thank you so much. Appreciate all the information.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.